Hi everyone, I'm Meg. It's so lovely to meet you if you're new, and a huge warm welcome back to the channel if you're a regular around these parts. Today I've got a homeware haul for you because my fiance and I recently moved into a new, I keep saying a new old house because it's new to us, but it's a very old house. So naturally, with us moving into a new place, a new old place, we have been buying homeware to decorate the gaff with. So I thought I would take you through today. I've already done like bedroom and bathroom, and I thought today we could focus more on loungy kitchen stuff and like general living. I have everything all piled up next to me, so I'm just gonna get cracking and grab like whatever is closest, which is this cushion from Dunelm. It's their Hayden one, and it's in a really lovely soft blue, and it has a herringbone pattern to it. Sorry, it's one of those grey days today that doesn't make filming the easiest thing in the world, but hopefully you can see the colours. They look like they're showing up pretty true to life on camera. I also have another one on the little sofa there behind me. We're going for like dark wood in the lounge with baby soft kind of like French dusky blue. I'm thinking about a wallpaper in there, not quite sure yet, but we've basically just been picking things up. We also have the matching curtains. Let me find them, one sec. These, they are the matching Hayden duck egg blue. They look like that, so nice to have matchy matchy. We did also pick up a couple of these little lampshades. However, if you watched my last haul, you'll know that these are a bit of a migraine trigger for me. So we've actually since bought the covered lampshades. If you want to see, it's in my last video. And then we got a couple of these curtain poles. These are called the vintage Floral ones, and we have one of these in our bedroom and we really love it. It's actually metal. It looks like it's wood, but it's not, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we picked that up. One thing I'm going to mention before I completely forget is we got this really gorgeous Ralph Lauren home lamp that's in the background there. I just have it in the back because I think it looks pretty. However, we got that from HomeSense, and guys, I've never been to HomeSense before, but we went and my eyes could barely take it all in. I can't believe I've never visited one of their stores before. They had so much stuff, and I recognised the label as being like TK Maxx, and then I googled it and they are the same company as my understanding. Anyway, you do get some real bargains in there. We got that Ralph Lauren home lamp. I think it was about 60 or 70 quid. It might have even been less. I'm trying to think, I actually can't remember, but I remember gasping a gasp as I stood there in the aisle, and I simply had to pick that up. I think it's going to end up going in the lounge with the blue theme. Next up, we got a couple of cushion covers. These are from Dunelm and they're the tufted diamond one. I got these for the sofa because even though we're doing blue in the lounge, I didn't want everything to be blue, and I really like when you have a mix of textures and some other colours mixed in there as well. So I thought this kind of cream and grey would go really nicely with a blue like this, and it would just break it up and not make everything like blue, 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 blue. Do you know, I'm taking the credit for these, but it was actually my fiance who picked these ones up. I was looking at the more kind of like embroidered ones. He also found this, which is the Meadow Starling table runner from Dunelm, and it's really sweet. It's blue and white, and it has little birds on it and foliage and all that good stuff, and I think that's going to go on our dining table. Also, the reason why I'm saying I think it's going to go, in case you're watching this and being like, duh, where else would you put it apart from a dining table, we currently have a kind of makeshift table in our lounge, but Millie keeps sleeping on it and we kind of need something to cover it, and at the moment it's got like an old blanket. It doesn't look that cute, and we thought this might work as a temporary thing to cover it up and also make sure that Millie doesn't scratch it. I don't know if that logic makes any sense at all. Does anyone get decision paralysis? When we were in Dunelm, I honestly had to take a little minute just to be like, because I can be a very dithery person and I actually annoy myself. I'm like a truly indecisive Libra, whereas my fiance is more decisive, and he's like, we've got a list, let's just go through and tick everything off, and he's like picking things up and putting them in the basket, whereas I need time to be able to like envision it, and I don't want to have to go through the process of like bringing everything back if we decide we don't like it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to get it right on the first try, but I know that's probably just being a perfectionist, and it doesn't always work like that. But yeah, I had to take a little moment because there's so much choice, and I was just like, I need a sec. This really beautiful tray was not bought by us actually, it was given to us by friends, and it's from Wedgwood, and it's this really gorgeous white patterned tray. I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet. It would work for so many different things. So let me know what you would do with it. I'm kind of picturing putting like candles on it maybe. And then speaking of candles, I got a couple of these dinner candles. Do you know what this is really reminding me of? You know in Home Alone 2 at the start when Kevin is singing with his schoolmates in the choir and then Buzz, his brother, like holds the candles behind his ears and then the audience erupts in laughter. That's how I feel right now with these two candlesticks. But I've got gold brass candlestick holders which are really gorgeous. They're from Dunelm as well, but they look so much more expensive than they actually were. And I didn't have any candles, so I just got two little cream candlesticks. They can go down there. Next up, gosh, I really am just grabbing stuff like willy-nilly here, but I managed to find this, which I have seen all over TikTok, and it's the Dunelm Croissant mug. It was too lovely to leave behind, but equally I've got all my Emma Bridgewater mugs and I was like, I had some self-restraint and I was like, genuinely don't need any more mugs. So I decided to get them for my fiance's brother's girlfriend, and then I was like, I can't just get her one. So I had a look and I found that they also did one in a strawberry. Sunday morning coffee vibes. I thought that was a cute little gift. Also, speaking of things that are cute and little, I got something that I've wanted for such a long time, and it's a salt pig. And I knew that they had one in the Amalfi range, and I've got tons of the Amalfi range from Dunelm. It's this really gorgeous kind of stoneware, creamy flecked pattern, and it's just gorgeous. And I've been looking at salt pigs online. The White Company do a gorgeous one. There's a Le Creuset one that matches my meringue salt and pepper shakers, little creaky wrist there. And I was fully ready to get the Le Creuset one. And then, as I mentioned at the start of the video, this is an old house. We have some literal renovation to do. And I was like, save the money, this one's £6 from Dunelm. And the reason I know my fiance is the one for me is because you guys know, if you watch my food videos on TikTok, I'm a sodium girly, and he actually suggested getting two of these, one for normal Maldon sea salt flakes and one for the smoked ones. And I just had a moment where I looked at him and I was like, this is why we're betrothed. But we did think that was a little bit extra, so we just got the one and we'll see how we get on. But yeah, you fill it with the sea salt flakes and then it just sits on the kitchen counter, and you know, you do the little sprinkle onto your food. So I'm really happy to finally have this in my possession, because I think it's one of those little things that's quite chic to have a salt pig, and I'm really happy I've finally got one in my life. Speaking of chic, we got this Clara floor lamp, and now that I'm thinking about it, it was the lamp section where I had my Dunelm overwhelmed moment, because there was so much choice, and I also have to think about the whole migraine thing. I talked about this more in the last home haul, but it is genuinely something I have to think quite carefully about. And we ended up getting this one. It is a gold floor lamp, as you can see, with the little stampy thing where you stamp on it and it's like, let there be light. It's antique brass, and I really like that it doesn't come with a shade, because 9 times out of 10 I don't love the shade that they come with. So we got that for the lounge. And then speaking of the lampshade for it, we got two of these scalloped edge air blue lampshades. They look like this. They were only £10 each, and I just thought they were cuter than just getting plain cream. I really love the edge on them. And then shall I show you that one? Okay, I think I kind of have to show you that one over there because this is the time to do it. Okay, so we found this large brass standing lamp in HomeSense. Oh, the base is like this big gold disc. Sorry, why did I think I was going to be able to show you this? But basically, oh my goodness gracious. Okay, here, I might be able to show you like that. It's got like a hanging bit, so it goes round and over, and then we're thinking of putting one of these on there like that. And on the base, it says damaged but adorable, and that it's £40 because it doesn't have a shade on it. And I was like, that to me is not damaged, because I prefer when they don't have the shade so that I can pick my own. And we were like, 40 quid, absolutely great. The Dunelm one was like double that price, I think. Then when we got to the till, she said it was 27, and it's such a heavy, sturdy, good quality lamp, so I'm thrilled with that one. Then we've got a couple of things for the kitchen. So as I mentioned, we are doing blue in the kitchen, but that really gorgeous kind of like country farmhouse French blue. And I bought this lovely runner rug. I actually got it from Amazon. I was looking at them online, you know, when you want an item and you're like, okay, we want a blue runner rug. There were so many available, and I landed on this one, and I'm so pleasantly surprised with the quality of it. It's really nice and long, but it's the thickness of it that's just gorgeous. Like if you come down in the morning and you're barefoot, your feet literally squish into the softness of this rug, and the kitchen is currently, it's a cream, but it's a very yellowy kind of old-fashioned cream, so we're slowly but surely just trying to make the kitchen look more blue before we do the actual work on it. And then we got a new kitchen bin. It's just a cream pedal bin, and we've got loads of cupboards in our kitchen, almost too many cupboards, but then no space for a fridge to be like standing in the actual room. And then because the kitchen itself is genuinely, I would say 50 to 60 years old, there's no integrated bins, like there's no soft closed drawers, there's no mod cons on it, so we got this. I don't know whether we'll stick to it, but obviously we needed a bin for the kitchen. Gosh, I really feel like we're flying through them, she says, and then me editing this video, I will be like, why have I waffled so much? But then I got these drawers with compartments from Amazon. They're just like your classic plastic tubs for organising things, because as I just mentioned, we've got an absolute shit ton of cupboards, and I'm still in the stage where I can't fully remember where we've put everything, and this will just help me feel a little bit more organised. There's a big one and then there's two little ones inside, so yet to decide what I'm going to put in those, but I will definitely figure it out. And then last but by no means least, my fiance chose this one as well. We've got this farmhouse decorative throw, and you can probably guess where it's going to go. It's going to go in the lounge, because I physically cannot sit on a sofa without a blanket, and if you can, suck a bath. We got this in HomeSense, and they had a literal wall of blankets and throws. Again, for an indecisive gal, it was heaven and hell at the same time, if you know what I mean. But I looked at every single throw they had that had a hint of blue, and we ended up going for the one that my fiance just locked eyes on immediately and was like, this one's lovely. And I was like, that one is lovely, but I need to look at every other single throw in the place, and then ended up circling back and getting this one. It is ridiculously soft. I feel like if I focus on it, you'll be able to kind of envisage how this feels. It's really nice and fluffy, so super soft, and it almost has like a patchwork vibe to it going on. And then if that wasn't good enough, it was $19.99. Look at that. Like, I just think that is so lovely, and I'm gonna get so cuddled up on the sofa with this. It's not even funny. And again, before we do the actual painting, etc., it will make our lounge look even more blue. We currently have like a big squishy dark leather sofa, and I think this is just going to add to the whole blue vibe. So that brings everything to a close. I'm probably going to find stuff after I filmed this that I meant to show in this haul, but you know what, as predicted in that video, I did literally finish filming and then saw this, which I kept the packaging of literally just to show you in that haul, and then I completely forgot. So we did that classic thing where you go into a shop looking for other things that are on the list, and then you find something that you didn't even know you wanted nor needed. I may have to say that again because I think Millie just showed you her actual bum. It came in 3 different colours. What are you doing? It came in 3 different colours. I believe it was like a sage green and a cream and a grey. We decided to get the grey, and it's downstairs in what used to be a dining room, but we're using as sort of like a little snug at the moment. And this bit folds down, and it has a fan heater in here, so it does actually blow out heat, but then it just is like an effect of a fire. And it's actually really, really cute, and it's been really cozy in the evenings. And for £80, it's actually quite a steal. So that was one of the more random things we got from Dunelm. Anyway, back to the actual video. I've done everything that's in my line of sight, so I really hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. I know I've enjoyed filming it and just like yapping away to you, my favourite thing to do. So thank you again for taking the time to watch. I really appreciate it, and I will see you again in my next video. Take care guys, lots of love, bye.